Check if you can become a British citizen. There are different ways to apply for British citizenship, or naturalization, based on your circumstances. If you are eligible in more than one way, you can choose which way to apply. It might take longer than usual to process applications because of coronavirus. This will not affect the decision, as extra time will be allowed to enroll biometrics, provide additional information, and arrange a citizenship ceremony. Do not apply by post if you will need your documents back by a specific date. If you have applied for citizenship, you will need permission to stay in the UK until you are granted citizenship. Your permission needs to last until you have had your citizenship ceremony. If you have indefinite leave to remain, or settled, or pre-settled status under the EU settlement scheme, this counts as permission to stay. The deadline to apply to the EU settlement scheme for most people was the 30th of June 2021. If you did not apply to the EU settlement scheme by the deadline, you might still be able to apply. If you were born in the UK. To apply as the spouse or civil partner of a British citizen, you must have lived in the UK for the last 3 years. You will also need to have either indefinite leave to remain, settled status under the EU settlement scheme. If you do, you will be eligible to apply for citizenship immediately. If you have indefinite leave to remain, you can usually apply for ILR after you have lived in the UK for 5 years. To apply for citizenship with ILR, you must usually have lived in the UK for 12 months after getting it. If you have settled status under the EU. To apply for citizenship with settled status, you must usually have lived in the UK for 12 months after getting it. If you had permanent resident status before you got settled status, you can no longer apply for citizenship based on your permanent resident status. If you had permanent resident status, you can count the time that you had it towards the 12 months you need to wait before applying for citizenship with your settled status. For example, you came to the UK in 2013 and gained permanent resident status in 2018. In April 2021, you got settled status. Usually, you would need to wait 12 months after getting settled status to apply for citizenship, but because you had permanent resident status for 3 years already, you can apply straight away. If you have permanent resident status, you can no longer apply for British citizenship with permanent residence status. You might still be able to apply for settled status under the EU settlement scheme if you have not already. You can then use this to apply for citizenship. The deadline to apply to the EU settlement scheme for most people was the 30th of June 2021. You can still apply, if you have reasonable grounds for not being able to apply by the deadline. Other ways you can be eligible. You may be eligible to apply for citizenship if you have a British parent, you have another type of British nationality, you previously gave up or renounced your citizenship, or you are stateless. If you are a Commonwealth citizen, if your parent arrived in the UK before 1973, you must have either you or one of your parents arrived in the UK before 1973. You have lived in the UK and not been away from it for more than 2 years. Being born in the UK. Or arrived in the UK before you were 18. Some Commonwealth citizens have right of abode in the UK. This means you can live or work in the UK without immigration restrictions. Check if you can apply to prove you have right of abode in the UK. Remember to check our description for useful links, alternative languages and more from How Do You Do.